It's Off Exit 10, presented by Capital District Sport and Fitness.
What is your intro?
Our intro is just
royalty-free music.
Royalty-free music. Shout out to some guy that I had to follow on all his social platforms, and then I got to download his music.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out to him. I don't know his name, but we've been rocking with it. So that's it. Jordan will splice that in post-production. Do you do all the audio stuff on yours, or do you have somebody?
No, I have somebody. I'm blessed because I don't know a single thing about the electronic part of it.
Neither do we.
Neither do we.
You know, but I have an intern. Emilio is the best unpaid intern that we call him. He's paid, but for jokes and everything online, he's unpaid. So for us, that's what we do. He handles all that.
Yeah, that's key. I mean, yeah. Shout out to Jordan. He is paid. Don't worry, everybody.
Thank you, Mike.
Just the time that it takes to do all the posts. Jay, where are you at now? You get the audio files, you upload them on your computer, and then it's done. How long?
To do the audio and make the clips, it's better part of 4 hours.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
See, I don't have that, man.
Yeah.
No, I don't have
I don't
that.
either.
So
Jay,
God bless. So
Jay, I'm getting a little back and forth in my headphones right now.
Okay, yeah, let's just play with that.
Let's play with that here.
I think it's just, yeah.
Did that do anything?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah?
Yes.
Look at Jordan go over there. He knows what he's doing. You see that fix? That's why we paid the guy.
Yo, Jordan's going to need an increase in pay real quick.
No, Mike's actually very generous.
I am generous, but listen, if I had more, I'd give him more. If I had more, I'd give everybody more.
Yeah.
That's one thing I learned. I did a couple internships in Boston. Yeah, pull that thing up as close as you can so we can hear you real nice. Paul's got you. Beautiful.
Perfect. Thank you, Paul.
That were both unpaid, and I learned a lot, and it was always worth it. And then I had worked at one facility where I feel like people weren't taken care of. They were working really hard. They weren't compensated appropriately or treated appropriately. And there was just a lot of animosity at work because of that underlying reason. So it's like, and the boss was greedy. A lot of it came from that.
Yeah.
So it's like you just don't want to be going into that every day.
No, that's the worst part about like anything, any business. If your boss is greedy or you're greedy as a person, it's gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, something's gonna hit. So, I totally agree with you.
Well, and especially both of our businesses are based off of consumers and people.
100%.
So, like, if you're greedy, you're probably have some underlying assholeness to you in not the best way that then leads you to not getting those customers either in the door or on your website or whatever it is.
Yeah, so I always, when it comes to like people that want more money or anything, like I always ask them like, is there anything else you can do to the company? You know what I mean? Like if it's for me, I've been blessed. I always make sure my guys are good. But if somebody was like, hey, is there any way we can make some more money off our shirts or something like that? I'm like, all right, yeah, let's look at a plan and see like advertising. Something else you can do outside of, just shirts for us. So.
Yeah.
Well, because you run, right, I followed your pages this week.
Yeah.
And then it's been like IG and Facebook ads.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere. So you're doing a good job with that. See, that's something I've like looked into but never pursued.
Yeah.
How'd you learn all of that, man?
Yeah, so I'm blessed in that part is I actually got a mentor when I was about 8 months into this business. He kind of saw like I was doing something cool, and he's like, dude, let me help you out. And I was like, all right, yeah, let's go over it. And he actually took over all the ads with me and kind of walked me through his thing. And with that, it just kind of blew up. And ads are very simple to us now, but in the beginning, I was so lost. I didn't know what to do.
How did the concept of Planet Euphoria even begin? Because you're a young dude. You're 26, you said?
28.
28.
Yeah,
28. We're all thinking we're all younger than what we are.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is what happened was I was playing pro ball. So I was playing arena and playing overseas. And I had a really bad coach. And I was like, I'm done with this. I don't know if I can swear on here. I was like, F this.
Yeah, you can.
You can swear.
Yeah.
We match whatever
okay.
energy you bring.
So I was like,
where were you playing?
I was in Wyoming.
Okay.
I was in Wyoming, and the coach just really set me off. We were about to be on our third coach in one season, and I was like, fuck this, man. And then I just kind of tapped into some drawing, and I was like, I always wanted to own a t-shirt brand. That's always been a dream as a kid, even with me playing football. And I was like, all right, let's do this for real. And I just kind of jumped in, and it kind of blew up from there.
Dude, taking that risk,
Yeah, it was
That's huge, man. But like, you gotta, in order to reap a high reward, there's got to be a little risk involved at least.
Yeah. So the first thing I did was I had to buy a T-shirt printer, and because usually you can screen print, but like to do all these with multicolors like this, it's like $30K machine. So I had to like take that risk right away.
Yeah, that's a hefty investment right away.
Yeah, right away. So,
But your brand, I was telling Paul this morning, the clothing industry, I guess like anything, but I feel like is so saturated, and you have big corporations, your Nike, your Adidas, your Under Armour. It's like you gotta stand out with something unique where you see it and you're like, oh, that's a Planet Euphoria, and the design's unique. And to me, I'm like, this is nostalgic. We're 90s kids right here. For some reason, I'm like, oh, these are like 90s looking shirts.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's the vibe we're going for. And I think the biggest thing for us is we see a lot of minimalists now, and it's like, it's not that cool anymore.
Explain that to me, a minimalist?
Yeah. So like their designs are very minimalist. So like it'll have like just the Nike logo, or it'll just have, not to call out Essentials. I think Essentials is an amazing brand, but it'll just have some words across the front. And then we're like, what's another direction we can go? I was always big into like the 90s bootleg tees and stuff like that. I was like, players don't have that. You know what I mean? And now I think the league is more geared towards players than it was because of social media and everything like that. So I was like, fuck it, let's go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
What was the first shirt? Do you design these? Do you have somebody?
Yeah, so I designed most of them. Now I'm more of a creative director. I don't have time to like sit there and draw a lot of them. But I have 10 artists right now that work for me that do different designs. If it comes down to it, I'll draw it myself. If it's a new client, I usually draw it and then I explain to my guys like how you do it. With that being said, it's a lot of, they'll draw something and then I'll put it in place. So like that's the biggest thing.
How do they all draw similarly? Because your shirts are like, oh, that's the design.
So like to be an artist for me, you have to like kind of go through a class and like I'll explain like how it looks and how you're supposed to draw it. And then I'll show you how to set it up. And then that's how you become an artist.
So they got to go through a little training.
Yeah, just a little training.
Like
what was the first shirt you ever did? Can you remember?
First shirt. Oh, I was doing streetwear for like 4 months before I really got into players. But the first big player was Khalil Herbert and Justin Fields on the Bears, though. And then they kind of blew it up beyond belief that I could even think of. And we ended up having to move out of like a little office space into like this huge place. And then obviously now even a bigger store now. So it's going to be amazing.
They blew it up like the guys shared it. The guys.
Yeah. So like their teammates wanted it. They're like, yo, we need one of these. I was like, damn. All right. Yeah, I'll get you. And then their teammates wanted them. And then, some other agents hit us up like, hey, why don't my players have this? And I was like, yeah, take it.
Did you just blindly send out to those first two guys?
No, Khalil actually hit us up. We did a piece for Jalen Hurts first. Like, we're like, hey, do you guys think this is cool on social media? And people were like, dude, I want to buy that right now. And Khalil's like, why don't you have me drawn? And I was like, you're right, bro. I'll draw you right now. So it was like 3 or 4 days later, and we show him a piece. He's like, dude, yeah, we'd love this. I was like, can we come out to Chicago and give it to you? They brought us into the facility. Always dope. And then obviously this last year we just went and did DJ Moore again. So it was like,
I saw the DJ Moore one.
Dude,
yeah,
that's sick. And do you need any licensing for these, or because there's no logos, you're in the clear?
I'm in the clear with the NFL, so like we don't have to worry about the NFL. But when it comes to players, it's usually agents and like the NFLPA.
Right.
So right now we're working on a deal with the NFLPA. Everyone cross their fingers and pray.
Awesome,
So that'll give us the freedom to do whoever we want. So we won't need agents. We won't need players' approval. We can just do whoever we want. And like that's the main goal for us right now is to just do everybody.
That's a huge opportunity.
That is huge.
Yeah. So hopefully at the end of this season we'll have that deal done for 2025 and up till 2028, which I think in those 3 years we can prove that we're like one of the players.
Do you have business owners in your family, or you grew up around them? Because you're hustling. It's pretty crazy.
No. So I always wanted to do this. I mean, shout out to my boy Brett Krug. He would always do the same stuff that I do. It's like we'd always find ways to get money. So we did car washes at his house a couple of times.
This is like growing up as kids.
Yeah, always do driveways, with shoveling, stuff like that. So it was just simple stuff. It was always fun for me to like figure out a way to get money, and I didn't want to work for somebody else because I played football. I mean, that was the main goal, is to play football, play in the NFL. I would say I fell a little short, but this brought me to the NFL even closer. So it's kind of cool, full circle.
Yeah, that is a cool full circle thing. Did you struggle when you finished playing football? Like if that was your whole life and that was your main dream, and being like, oh, like who am I now? What am I waking up for? What am I putting in effort for?
Yeah. So that definitely crossed my mind a bunch. It's like your whole identity is being a football player. And even getting into coaching, I was like, damn, I don't want to be a coach. I want to be out there playing, you know what I mean? So I spent the last 3 years coaching too. And I loved coaching, but you always have the urge to just go out there. And I think it's tough when you first make that split. But if you do something you really love, like I love t-shirt printing and like getting into designs, like that's my thing. So it's always big for me.
Is business competitive to you?
It is and it isn't. So I always think there's a space for everybody, a lane for everybody. It's a little different. Like with football, they don't talk about this, and in baseball too, with you guys and stuff like that. Like you're dorming or you're next to somebody that you can be best friends with, and they're trying to take your spot. So it's like, even though I was the starter and captain, I have this guy sleeping next to me who's trying to take my spot as a sophomore or freshman. You know what I mean? So that was always, it's a little different. Like with business, you have people, but they're not as close with you trying to take your spot. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I think I'm past the point now. Early on, when we first opened here in 2018, it's like I was scrolling, I was looking at other businesses, I was looking at competitors. What are they doing? Where do I stack up? Like, yeah, that's a mental health, that's an energy drain. And kind of, over the years I've learned, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? It doesn't matter. You got to put your energy towards you. But I feel like we were saying before, like, do you feel your age? I'm like, I don't. But I think having this as this outlet, competing with almost like ourselves as a group, as a staff, as a business, like, how far can we take this? What have we done wrong? What can we fix?
Yeah.
It's like a sport.
100%. And I think when it comes to being competitive in like the business world, is I don't really care what my competitors are doing. We're just trying to get better as a company for ourselves. Like, all right, we're opening up the new shop. How many people have a shop, an actual brick and mortar now? It's mostly online, you know what I mean, for clothes. So it's like we're doing some fun things. Like we have a pitching machine that's going to be in there. So if you hit home runs in our shop, you're going to get a free shirt. So it's going to be stuff like that.
What do you mean? You have like a cage? Like
we're setting up a cage in our front store.
How much square footage do you have?
I don't know. I'm not the numbers guy with that. I do know it's big. So we have a full-size basketball hoop in there. So we're going to be doing, if you hit a 3, get 50% off or something. So we're just trying to bring like a fun atmosphere. And we don't see that around when it comes to like shirts and stuff like that. But that's all competing with ourselves. That's not competing with like, we're not trying to compete with Essentials or anything NBA comes out with or another brand that does similar with us. We're just trying to have some fun.
Yeah, I think that's a healthy mindset. I mean, that was a big shift for me.
Yeah.
In terms like it doesn't matter. And like you're going to always have new competition pop up. And like
100%.
But the more energy you spend on that, the less you're spending noticing what's going on within your operation.
Yeah,
and with
100%.
people, and spending energy on your employees and your clientele, that like that's who really matters.
Yeah.
Like when I was in New York and working as a personal trainer, like you kind of have that, like you were talking about, like the person next to you in the dorm trying to.
Yeah.
But
you're
then,
saying with other trainers.
with
in
other
the gym.
trainers when you're with that, but at the same time, if you take a step back, and I think this is where I kind of got that mentality of like, there's enough out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Like there really is enough out there for everybody, but not everybody wants to work for it. And like that's where I think when I was a head trainer at the New York Sports Club I worked at, that's where I started to realize that like there's definitely enough for all of our trainers to get enough
100%.
people, but who wants to actually go out and do it?
Yeah.
And like that was where I was like, okay. And as the head trainer, I kind of had to, do a few things leadership wise to try to help other people that maybe didn't have the desire to want to do it, but try to unlock that desire for them. So
yeah,
I think that's where, like, for me, like, I started to get that mentality of, like, yes, it's competition, but it's more, like, with yourself.
No, 100%. And I think that's a better and healthier way to go about competition when it's with yourself and everything that you do. And that's the biggest struggle is a lot of people will try to compete with other people and they lose sight of what's actually meant to be. You know what I mean? Like, if you're so hard if I'm trying to take your clients, I'm missing out on my clients, on people that actually might be more interested in what we do. So it's not worth that.
Right. And in this industry too, you got one trainer is not exactly the same as the other.
Exactly.
So,
100%.
Where'd you two meet? Playing football?
Flag football.
Yeah, flag football.
Flag football, baby.
So
That's probably why you thought I was younger.
yeah, that is.
Is Paul an old man in the league?
At this point,
They're
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
there's
he is.
Paul.
Yeah. There's
we got Paul at quarterback.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of the old guys in the league now.
Yeah,
which is wild.
Yeah, I got an old quarterback too. I got Tim Walter, so that's
And he's older he's a couple years older than me, so I think we're good.
What makes you old in flag football? What's the cutoff age? Were you like a fucking Kurt Warner of flag football?
33.
Yeah, I feel like that's about when I started to feel like, damn, I'm one of the old guys now.
Yeah.
Like probably like last year at some point. Because like when I first started playing, I was like 23, 22, 23, and I'm like, damn. Like now I'm like the old guys that were on my team when I first started.
Yeah, bro, you're the old guy, and that's always fun about flag is you can get so many different ages together and different groups of people. It's amazing. We're actually trying to get Cam to come up in February to have Cam Newton throw.
Oh, yeah?
For our game, yeah. So hopefully he can play some QB for us. And
Yo, you're gonna have to let me know because I'll come to that shit.
listen, we're trying to get it all set up at after the Super Bowl, so I'll let you know for sure. And
Yeah,
we can
man.
get some Cam going out there and see if he can actually play flag or not.
Yeah.
How'd you get hooked up with him? Because I saw that one video on your Instagram.
Yeah, so I got hooked up with him as Omari Collins. He's co-host on his show.
Yep.
We're like, hey, we can do some merch for you. I have this Cam Newton design. We want to do it for you. So we sent it over to him. He DM'd us back. He's like, dude, this is sick. Let's get something going. I just had to rush an order out today before I came here for them because they're doing a whole Super Bowl. We'll be down in the Super Bowl too, doing some merch for them. But yeah, I hooked up with them and it's kind of blown. They're great people. Shout out Cam. Shout out Omari, KO, the whole family. Cam's dad, Big Pops, absolutely great people over there, and they're cool. So yeah, I just got hooked up with them. They love the designs, and they're like, hey, let's get started and let's grow.
So
yeah.
You're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm going to the Super Bowl, so it's gonna be fun.
That's fucking
Is this the first one you've gone to?
Yeah, this will be the first one.
Ooh, that's sick.
Yeah,
dude.
That's sick.
well, it would have been sicker if the Bills won, but
I mean, for you,
You're a
yes.
Bills, you're a
Yeah.
Bills guy. Listen, I'm
I'm
a
a Bills
Jets
guy.
guy. Paul's a...
I'm a Cowboys guy.
So you're in the best spot out of
Yeah.
all of us. Who are you, Jay? You're Giants?
I don't follow football.
How did I become a Jets?
Yeah, it's a good question because when we were growing up, this is based on the comforters we had in our bed. I like the Vikings and you like the Titans.
I like the Titans. and
Really?
I like McNair.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and I like Culpepper and
Yeah.
Moss. so that was it.
sad.
I mean, those are all three great guys to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is why I follow that team.
Damn, that sucks.
Yes,
You
I don't know when you became a Jets fan.
I don't know when it switched.
Vinny Testaverde.
I think McNair. I don't know who was the QB after McNair. I don't know if they just kind of fell off, and I was like, they
Vince
suck.
Young? I don't know.
It might have been Vince Young.
Maybe Vince Young.
Might have been.
Ooh,
Might have
that's
been. Might have
Those
been.
are two tough. I mean, just dudes and just tough lives. Vince
Yeah.
Young
Yeah.
and McNair. Rest in peace to McNair.
Rest in fucking peace, man.
Dude, I remember when that happened, and I was like,
Did you
Wait,
watch the
what?
documentary on Netflix?
I heard it was good. I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
good.
sad.
It's sad, but it's good.
Oh, damn, that just brought down the mood a little bit.
It's all right.
So-
though. Listen, back to
But
Cam
your
Newton.
team's the best out of all of us.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. No, so I'm blessed. I'm blessed for sure to be a Bills fan right now, but don't forget we had EJ Manuel.
Yes. JP Lozman.
Yep. We've had some tough years. So we're blessed to have Josh Allen now.
Isn't it just about having a great quarterback? I mean, there's more to it to
Yeah.
football, right? But
That's like-
it's
The basis of being able to be successful in the NFL at this point is you got to have a quarterback.
where'd you play your college football?
At Buff State. So
Okay.
I played at Buff State. Shout out all my guys from Buff State. We had a quarterback one year, and then we had Sunshine, and then we had a bunch of different quarterbacks. So not the Sunshine in our flag league, but a different Sunshine.
And
that we had.
not Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
where the sunshine originates, right?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
the Titans.
Remember the Titans. So we had a different. Our first year, this kid named Kyle Hoppy, he was a pro baseball player. Came back and played D3 football. Nasty, dude was absolutely lighting it up. And then that's when I realized like quarterback means everything. Because after that, we fell off.
yeah, quarterback definitely makes a big difference. Quarterback and coaching, like those are the two biggest things.
Yeah, we were saying Andy Reid, like look at the guy.
Dude.
The Eagles teams and now the Chiefs teams. They have Mahomes, obviously, but
Yeah, no, I think Andy Reid. I think coaching, as much as this is gonna sound a little crazy, coaching matters more than having a great player. So you can be a great coach and have good players and still win, but you can't be a good coach and have great players and win. So you have
Yes.
to be a great coach to win.
As a Cowboys fan, I can attest to that.
Yeah, you can
100%.
Yeah, you can have great great players, but if your coach is just subpar, you can't do anything.
Because at some point, the other coach is going to outcoach them.
Yeah.
They're going to be more prepared. They're going to be better for late game situations, all that kind of stuff. And they're going to be just more in tune with the whole locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think that happened in the Bills game. I think when you look at what's his name over there, Steve Spags. The GOAT
He's,
uh,
of defensive coordinators.
He's I think, look it up. Is he a Springfield College guy? I feel like I always saw his stuff when I was in school. That's where I went to college. I feel like there was always Spags things hanging up. I could be wrong, but
I'll look it up right now.
I'm quite sure.
Listen, I wouldn't doubt it. Springfield always runs the triple option. They're tough.
Oh,
people.
dude, it's okay. So I went there, but nobody ever went to games because they would just rush for 600 yards a game. It'd be like quarterback goes, running back goes, quarterback goes, running back goes. That was it.
Nothing worse than playing them and getting chop blocked and then just being so mad at yourself because you're like you train all week for it. You know it's coming.
Right.
And then you just
still.
I'm still on the ground.
What would they just do? They would just make sure they had a good running quarterback and a
Yep.
good tailback, and that was that.
And linemen that can chop. That's it. Yeah. That's all they need.
Because I almost went there because that was the offense we ran in high school.
It was triple option.
Was we ran like the wing T, which is like the same thing.
Yeah.
I almost went there, and then I liked Cortland way more, so I was like, that's where I ended up going.
Right.
And whatnot.
Jordan, thank you for that. I've been fucking with these headphones for like 20 minutes.
I know, and I didn't want to interrupt because the flow's been good, but yeah.
And I wasn't going to let the flow interrupt, but this is the technical shit. But thank you. I can hear everything now. Great.
Perfect.
I'm feeling more at peace.
His blood pressure's gone down a little bit.
Yeah, he was a little stressed out.
I know it's all you were thinking about, which makes it hard to talk.
It's not all. I pushed that down. What do you think?
It's reverberating back there. I know it is.
On another note, Steve Spagnuolo went to Grafton High School in Massachusetts and then went to Springfield from 1978 to 1980.
Okay. I just remember seeing the fucker's name
Good
everywhere.
trivia. Good trivia right there. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, I think McDermott's almost a great coach, and I think Joe Brady's almost a great coordinator. And you saw that Joe Brady, like that last game, the last play, man. I don't know what you're doing. I can't even blame Josh Allen. He called the right protection because there's no way you're going to guess 32 is going to back out like that.
Did you see the video that Cam did breaking it down?
Yeah. There's no way. I mean, I think Cam did a great job, but I think RG3 is actually wrong in that situation.
I've laughed because he literally said, he's like, I respect your opinion, but respectfully, you're wrong.
Yeah, 100%. I think he's wrong in that situation.
I think he was too. I think that Josh Allen did everything he could, and that
the fact he even got a play even close, he got the ball damn near 2 feet away from where it needed to be.
Dalton Kincaid should have caught it.
Don't get me going. Dalton Kincaid.
Sorry, my bad.
No, but that's what happens, man. That's football and that's life. You know what I mean? 2 inches away. That's what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
At least while you're at the Super Bowl, like you won't have you'll just get to enjoy being there and not have the anxiety of your team.
Who are you going to take?
I mean,
I'm rocking Eagles. Eagles, baby, all day.
He's got to. I mean, I'm rocking Chiefs because fuck the Eagles. I hate Philadelphia.
Yeah, I get that too.
I don't give a shit, but Mahomes is so good.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, I'd want the Eagles. But if I did bet, I don't bet, I would have to go on the Chiefs.
And that's the thing. If everybody thinks it's fixed, just everybody.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah,
everybody just bet on the Chiefs instead of everybody betting on the Bills last week.
Yeah.
Does that drive you crazy when people say, "Oh, the NFL's rigged, the NBA's rigged"?
Yeah. I think with the NFL, it's so tough because there's so many people out there.
There's so many variables.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Now you can throw flags in certain ways, but like there's so much that's going on. There's no way.
The refs would have to be involved, and it would come out like the NBA guy.
Yeah.
Remember in the early 2000s?
I think Donahue, you're right?
Donahue.
Yeah.
But it's like. It's going to come out at some point.
Especially now with you see players like
who was the guy yesterday?
There's Jonte Porter.
Go to the guy that just came out.
And then Terry Rozier could be in trouble now too.
Really?
Yeah, what did they say? It looks like there's some type of...
He's not under investigation right now, but they're investigating games that he played in. It's the same gambling ring from Jonte Porter.
Really?
That there was some irregularities in his performances.
Yeah, and it's kind of scary with that. I think basketball is easier to fix because you can just not make shots. You know what I mean?
Or just not go in the game.
Yeah,
that's what the one guy was doing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, just not go in the game.
He would text people and be like, I'm in the locker room. I'm not going back in the game.
Wasn't the Donahue like, hey, we're calling a lot on this person today. We're not calling this. But he was tied in with the mob. Wasn't that what that was?
I think so. I don't know exactly the
I don't remember.
Just so I'm not speaking out of school. Somebody look it up. But
I think he was tied in with something, and I feel like a lot of it had to do with like Allen Iverson was not like somebody involved with the gambling, but like a person that got a lot of calls against him.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, that's the worst part about it.
Donaghy.
Donaghy, there
That's
it
what
is.
Yeah.
What a guy.
God, he just looks like a guy that would be fixing games. Like his picture literally just looks like a guy that would be fixing NBA basketball.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Tied in with mob gambling, do we see or no?
That's what I'm looking right
Jordan?
now.
Yeah, he claims that an associate of the New York Mafia beat him up with a paint roller in prison. So,
Yo, imagine getting beat up by a paint roller. I would be so mad.
It sounds terrible. It sounds like
He's
an awful
not
experience.
the paint roller.
Yeah, no. There's so many other ways I want to get beat up, but like that's embarrassing because if it had paint on it too, like yo, you're just getting painted on, just getting whooped.
That was the worst hazing I ever got. Involved paint.
Really?
I was really concerned where that was going.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Kenny Newkirk?
Yes.
yeah.
Fucking dick. Maybe he's a nice guy now. Maybe
No,
not.
he was scary.
Scary.
He was a
dude.
grown
Really?
man in high
Grown
school.
man in
He
high
was
school.
a full grown man in high school.
I was a freshman. He was a senior. It's like pep rally day, so everybody like fucking paints
Yeah.
themselves and screams and shit.
Oh, I remember this story now.
And my little freshman ass walks into the locker room like some fucking stupid American Eagle polo on,
Yeah.
probably. And Kenny Newkirk is in the showers in the men's locker room. He's fucking butt ass naked, washing all the paint off his body, and just comes, Serenity, and gives me a giant fucking hug. I'm like, what the? What's going on
that
right
is
now?
crazy.
This is also the same guy that I remember for a basketball game. We had to like wear a shirt and tie.
Yeah.
And this one kid on our team, he goes, "Yo, come here for a second. I gotta fix your tie." Starts fixing his tie, and then literally pulls the tie and just headbutts him.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
for no reason at all. I was just like,
I remember
what
that.
What just happened?
Damn, that's crazy. So are those your worst hazing stories?
That's my worst. I mean, I guess that's not that bad. Some guy's balls rubbing on me and ruining an American Eagle polo.
Yeah.
Well, he also had paint on him too, so you
Yeah.
know.
That's hazing is way less of a thing now in sports. Did you
Yeah.
have it in football?
Yeah, there was always a lot of hazing. Oh, it was brutal. I mean, the worst hazing I got was I was a sophomore on the wrestling team, so there was a bunch of seniors.
We
So I was
talking high school?
Yeah, we're talking high school.
What high school were you at then?
I was at Colony. This is my last year at Colony. We were on an away trip. I don't know what tournament it was. It was crazy story, but it's Eli Cooks and Nate Cowles. God bless them. I'm pretty sure both are doing great now. But they beat the shit out of me with they grabbed soap from all the hotel rooms. So like the bars of soap in like little packages. So there was a bunch. Threw them in a pillowcase.
Bro.
And me and my boy, the only two sophomores, shout out Kavan. Me and Kavan were in like a room together because they kept the sophomores together. They came barging in because they're like, "Hey, can we come in?" I was like, "Yeah." Like I thought they were being cool. They come in and beat the shit out of us. And we hid in the bathroom for about 45 minutes until they left. Bro, I've never been more nervous and scared for my life.
You rather take Kenny Newkirk's balls on you than that.
Bro, I'll be honest. I think I had a tear in my eye. I was like, dude, I don't know if I can do this
That's
anymore.
just mean.
That's like some prison shit. Like I'm going in and grabbing the
rather take-
soap and throwing it in a pillowcase and beating
Yeah,
you.
you give me the paint roller.
Bro, give me the paint roll every day. But yeah, that was probably one of the worst hazing stories I've had. I was the hazer in college. I'll be honest. I was the asshole. We used to have Bengal jacks. I'll say this. You know.
Yeah, because Buff State's the Bengals.
Yeah,
right?
we're the Bengals, so we used to do B, E, to spell it all out. So any freshman there, after our showers, I'd be like, all right, we got Bengal jacks, completely butt ass naked. All the captains and seniors would have to go and find a freshman, and we'd do it butt ass naked. We'd count B, E in front of the freshmen. I do apologize to all the freshmen, sophomores, but that's just a captain thing that we always did. So we used to haze all the time. Me and my boy Jordan Everett. Hopefully he's doing good.
Well, the bad hazing is the fucking booze when they're making guys. That's when
yeah,
shit
we'd
go
never
wrong.
do anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we'd always, put them in some very uncomfortable situations.
Yeah, you gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing. Just even with business.
The supplement industry is like the Wild West. The lack of regulations mean the supplements you purchase may not even contain the ingredients listed on the label, which is why I get my daily vitamins and supplements from Thorne. Thorne vitamins and supplements are made without compromise. Quality ingredients ensure your body optimally absorbs and digests your daily supplements, while in-house and third-party testing ensure you're getting exactly what you paid for. Thorne offers a variety of health tests reviewed by board-certified physicians that evaluate your lifestyle, gut health, sleep, stress hormones, and metabolic markers to determine which vitamins and supplements may be most effective in helping you feel and perform better throughout the day. For college and professional athletes, Thorne has NSF-certified supplements that make sure you won't get pop positive on a drug test. Whether you're an athlete, professional, parent, grandparent, or weekend warrior, Thorne's selection of high-quality supplements can help improve your quality of life. Switch to Thorne's high-quality and extensively tested supplements today at thorne.com/u/CDSF. That's thorne.com/u/CDSF. This episode of Off Exit 10 is brought to you by Bombas. Bombas makes my favorite pair of socks, hands down, alongside the most comfortable and durable underwear, t-shirts, and other everyday clothing staples. Their wide variety of sock lengths, colors, and patterns have you covered, whether you're working out, going out, or lounging at home. I love their merino wool blend athletic ankle sock for long days of coaching at CDSF and getting in workouts myself. And if I'm at home doing work around the house, you better believe I'm wearing my Bombas Sunday slippers with their comfy memory foam midsole. And when you buy from Bombas, you're also buying for those in need. For every item you purchase, Bombas donates one item to people in overnight shelters, transitional living facilities, rehab centers, Title I schools, and medical service professionals. Take my word, if you want to upgrade your sock game to one that's more comfortable, durable, fashionable, and charitable, head over to the Bombas link in this episode's description to browse their full collection of everyday wear, and don't forget to use code CDSF20 for 20% off your first order. What do you, I asked Paul this morning.
Yeah.
So I was scrolling through your stories yesterday.
Yeah.
And I go, what the fuck was he talking about Rod Wave about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw
I
it
go,
too.
Paul, explain that to me, please.
And I was dying laughing. It was hilarious.
Yeah, so if your girl or ex-girlfriend,
Jordan, take notes.
Yeah, I'm listening.
is posting Rod Wave lyrics, she's gone. Like Soldier, she's gone. She's moved on. She's battling something in the streets. Emotionally, she's damaged. She can't come back from this. You need to move on ASAP. I don't know what you need to do, but you got to move. Like there's something.
You might have to start posting some Rod Wave.
Yeah, like clearly that girl is emotionally damaged, and you got to figure out something else in life because that's done.
Why Rod Wave? His lyrics are just
They're just so sad, man. Like she's depressed. Like if you're you think you're in a healthy relationship and she posts Rod Wave, dude, she's not happy, dog. She's moving on.
You need to go have a conversation.
You need to have a conversation. I would have an intervention with her mom, her dad, her sister, her brother.
just say what? She's not doing well.
No, because mentally she's not there. So something is going on up top, and I would figure that out.
Tell us a Rod Wave song to play. I got to get an idea for what she could be going through.
I
Jordan.
Jordan
I'm
might
fucking
know.
know.
I don't
Just
know
find
anything.
a top one.
No, I'm doing all right. I don't listen to Rod Wave these days.
That's what I'm saying. See, he's probably mentally healthy right now.
Just so the people know.
There was
give
a
me
point where
something.
Jay did listen to some Rod Wave, so I'm glad you're out of that.
Now I'm doing all right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. A Boogie and Rod Wave, man. If your girl's posting lyrics from them, you need some therapy sessions. I know a guy. Go get some relationship therapy for sure.
Vibing like I'm alone.
You are not wrong, just with that little
Bro,
snippet.
it's just sad, bro. Like if she's just posting lyrics, dude, it's okay. She belongs to the streets.
This is sad, dude.
Yeah.
Jay,
This
you
is
reading the
sad.
lyrics?
Yeah. He's
What's
just
making
like,
you the saddest right here?
He's
Tell
like
me.
going through his young 20s.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 21, life just began. 22, so much to do. Dude, he reaches 25 and he gave up.
Like, dude.
No, look at I saw a headline yesterday.
Yeah.
Google Rod Wave. Tell me the first thing it says. He just canceled his whole tour.
Exactly. And
He's sad.
they're even more sad now. The girls are flipping out.
Confirm it.
He did. I think he canceled his tour.
Cancels Nashville concert Tuesday, hours before doors were set to open.
Listen,
He's too sad to perform.
I had a girl on Instagram literally be like, I'm not talking to anybody. I might kill myself because Rod Wave canceled. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh,
Rod Wave is this. He's interwebbed with all these women right now. God bless him. He can have any girl on the earth right now. It's insane. It's insane,
Just make him a little sad, and then you're good to go.
dude.
what? Yeah, you're gonna be there at the Super Bowl. That's so sick. What?
Actually, hold on. I got a question before we move on.
Go.
What do you guys think about chips on sandwiches?
Chips on
I
sandwiches.
saw this post yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. Depending what's the sandwich, any sandwich, because
any sandwich.
I'm definitely not putting it on a PB&J. Actually, I might.
You're putting it on a PB&J.
I would do.
I would consider it a little sweet and salty.
That's weird. I would do like a pulled pork with some barbecue chips.
Oh, okay.
I
would
remember
do
growing
that.
up. Remember growing up like Tuna with like chips on it. Like,
Yeah.
that was
Just an
popular.
extra
Turkey
crunch?
and original Lay's.
Huh?
Really? That's it?
Yeah, that's like
No Doritos?
salt and crunch. That's all I'm looking for.
Okay, I get it. I'm always chips on chip, and no matter what the sandwich is, meatball, it could be anything. If I'm having a sandwich, I need a chip on there.
But is the chip dependent on what type of sandwich you're having? Like
That's
the
a
type
good
kind
question.
of chip? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It does depend. I won't travel too far out of the Dorito lane. Sometimes Cheez-Its, though.
Best color bag of Doritos. Go.
I was
Best-
just gonna ask.
It's gonna be nacho cheese classic. But Blue Ranch is okay.
All right, Paul, go.
I mean, I'm the purple bag.
Purple
baby.
bag for
All
me.
day.
Really sweet
Oh,
chili.
love the purple
yes.
bag.
Yeah.
If they could crumble that up and make it just like a seasoning to
A
put
dust?
on meat,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like-
Oh,
Like
I'd be all
but don't get
over
me
it.
wrong, the nacho cheese is the OG goat.
No.
Jay, you
like, that's
purple
the
too?
original.
Yeah, it's also, as far as I know, the only one that doesn't have milk, and I can't have milk.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm,
yeah.
I'm
The
sitting
fried
with 3 serial killers right here. That is, I'm proud of you guys for admitting that you guys are
Yeah, well,
pretty
we-
far out
Yeah,
there.
we don't listen
Well,
to Rod
that-
Wave. So.
Yeah, that's good.
And one serial killer left because Dan Jones also favorite is the purple bag.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mhm.
All right.
I
so
didn't know that was controversial. Yeah,
I won't be
will-
stepping foot in here again. I got to protect myself.
Just come in with armor. That's
Yeah,
all.
there's gonna be a lot. Yeah. When it comes to chips, I think the best thing you can do is go Cheez-Its because they can be paired with everything. But if I know like I want Doritos, I'm gonna get Doritos.
Okay.
Are you guys a big fan on Cheez-Its or no?
I mean, I can fuck up some cheeses.
Because you seem pretty quiet when I said that.
I'm
so.
goldfish over Cheez-Its.
Ooh, I like this guy. We're keeping him around.
yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep him around.
We
Yeah,
can keep
well,
him around.
my trouble now too. I got
I could crush some goldfish.
our daughters too, so
Yeah.
you know we got a bunch of little snacks around the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, hey, let's not eat all of your daughter's snacks, and it's like sometimes I can't help myself. I
No,
start
I
with
get
the
it.
goldfish, and all of a sudden the box is fucking halfway gone. But
He
Goldfish
starts
is
with the goldfish, and then he wakes up on the couch, and he's got 3 bags of snacks next to him.
this is
And
why
crumbs.
I'm not a New Year's resolutions guy.
Yeah.
But this year I said I am not eating, not because of any, I guess if you look at, I'm not eating past 9 p.m.
Yeah.
There is like research with you have carbohydrate past 9, it can halt your growth hormone production overnight, which you
Yeah.
produce the most while you're sleeping. And for us aging men like Paul and I, it's important to make
That's
sure
probably why my
that,
back's fucked
that,
up.
that our hormones are all at good levels. But once I start, I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't fucking watching TV, one snack, the next. It's like boredom eating. So I was like, I gotta cut this off.
Yeah.
There was a time where I had so much better self-control at night,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I hit 30, and I said, "Who cares?"
Dude,
But now I need to care more.
it's tough. And like I hate it because I'll be taking photos with people or like people will I'll be in like just random photos and it's like, damn, now this is online and I look like shit. So now I have to look like I'm losing a couple couple pounds.
Do you find time to still work out and train and do stuff for yourself?
I have to. I train probably 5 days a week. I have to because like I said, I want to one look good on camera and then 2, like it's a release for me to get away from doing designing. Like you know what I mean? I'm so like left or right brained. I don't know what the hell they are, but I'm left-handed, so whatever right-brained. I need to get away from that kind of like graphics and like all this design stuff. And training lets me kind of just take out all my anger and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think as I've gotten older too, training was always for me in high school. I just want to look fucking jacked. And I got to
Yeah.
college, I want to like perform well at my sport.
Yeah,
But now it's really just like I want my body to feel good and my brain to feel good.
yeah, 100%.
I feel like so much of my actions now in life is all about when I'm thinking about taking care of myself is about my brain and my mental health in
Yeah.
terms of exercise consistently,
100%.
not going so crazy where I feel like shit, doing more cardio and aerobic work to feel good, which I never did in my 20s. Even my food, low inflammation, supplements like these nootropics to
Yeah.
fish oil, think creatine to help with my brain. It's like, yeah, I feel like that's such a big piece.
It is, and then I think with the biggest thing is like when you do this, you're around this all the time. I think that could be kind of tough because like I deal with this with designs. Like I'm so much into graphics and like I'm around it all the time. Getting that break away, like mental health. I don't know what do you do for the mental health part about it, but like just getting time away from it is the best thing you can do.
And that's,
I try to do that every day, at least an hour.
Yeah, it's
that's
important.
like for me, one of the things that, like I have a membership to ABC
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
100%.
sometimes I need to do a workout where I don't feel like I'm at work.
100%.
And when I was in New York City, it was the same thing. Like I worked at New York Sports Club, so I had access to all of them.
Yeah.
I would leave my gym to go to a different one because I'm like, I need to not be here. Also because I didn't want people to fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
And everybody
Dude,
knew
that's
who
brutal.
I was. So like the nice thing was there was people there, and like I have tattoos and stuff, but I'm always in like my trainer shirt, right? Looking very professional. I'd go in and I'd be in like my workout stuff, and people would be like, dude, you're like a different person. Like it's like two different people. Like this person and this person are not the same. And
What do you
I was
mean,
like,
when you're training and when you're
when I'm like in my trainer clothes and like on the floor as a personal trainer versus when I'm like working out. They're like,
when I'm working out, I really don't want anybody to talk to me.
and some people were like, I couldn't even like recognize you at first, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, that's what happens.
Yeah, dude. I love that. It's like, even when I'm trying to go out somewhere, I usually don't wear my stuff, which is kind of weird to some people.
No, we're the same way. I don't want to wear CDSF stuff when I'm out.
I try really hard, but dude, I don't have so much crap. It's so hard not to.
Yeah, like I don't try to wear our stuff a lot unless it's like something where I have to. But yeah, just to get away from it, so I'm not like always consumed by it, because you need that break, dude. Because it's like you're surrounded. I mean, you guys literally live here.
Same thing. You're surrounded. Yeah, you need your brain, yourself to just be in a little different environment.
100%. And that's why we, as like Planet Euphoria, is like we try to do different type of designs for other brands, and that's kind of helps us separate from us and like what we do. And now we still do our graphics and what we know, for other people. But sometimes, like if people are like, hey, I just want this type of letter font and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, let's do that just so we can get away from doing our stuff.
Yeah, your stuff, because you got your baseballs are sick. The Randy Johnson is sick. The Juice, the McGuire Canseco.
The Ken Griffey one.
We had a kid in here last week who had the Ken Griffey one.
Shout out.
Yeah, I looked right at him and I'm like, that's a Planet Euphoria shirt. And I was like, I know that guy. He's going to be on our podcast.
And it's kind of cool though, seeing like people locally support us, and that's really cool, because in the beginning it was a lot of California people and Texas,
because just the internet, and that's
and it just kind of brought us out west and out south, down south. So it was kind of weird, but having people here in Albany and 518 support has just been absolutely amazing. There's a lot of weird people in the 518 though, so
there's weird people everywhere.
Yeah, so but like they'll try to like,
what do you mean,
bash like, oh, that stuff's like, I guess they try to say it's like regular, and I'm like, all right, whatever, I don't really care.
That's your opinion.
Yeah,
right?
it's like cool. I mean, you're always gonna have haters no matter what.
You always will. I guess everywhere. I'm not gonna say you're going to have people that just don't want you to succeed. Jealousy's probably a thing. Lack of self-confidence, or where they've gotten in life. It's like you're always gonna have those people.
Yeah, like we had somebody in our live the other day, and like I don't care. You can say whatever about my brand. Doesn't fucking bother me. I don't give a fuck. I'm making my money. We're doing good as a brand. It's all good. They're like, hey, you only had, the live was live for about an hour, and we did over four figures. So we're making some pretty good change for an hour. And he's like, oh, only 50 people bought your product already. All right, dude, it's been an hour.
Right.
Like, that's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to just ignore that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't reply to shit like that.
No, hell no. We just mute it and move on. Like, and that's the biggest thing with anything you do, especially, is like you're always gonna have haters. You're always gonna have lovers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We have somebody that's, I think they're on their 33rd shirt they bought from us.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm like, dude, spent over $1,000.
You gotta just surround yourself with more lovers. Like that's one thing that a lot of things changed about me since we had our kid. But now I view things as like, when I'm with people, I'm like, would this be somebody who I'd want my daughter to be around? Which means, are they positive? Are they helpful? Are they kind? Do they want the best for you? And if not, like, I'm done. Like, not worth my time.
The biggest thing for me is being around positive people. Like, if I can't be around somebody that's positive, I will, no matter if it's an employee, somebody coming in, or designing for somebody, if you're not positive, I'm good. Like that, my mental health around that is so big for me right now. I can't be around people that just want to be so negative about something when we're trying to bring something great into the world.
Yeah, it's like we had a meeting yesterday, our staff, about positivity and how important that is, and that's like it. People come through the door, it's got to be felt. It's got to be felt. And then it's weird how the universe works. Paul had a new client last night. Mom comes in with her daughter. I go back to introduce myself. She goes, just want to tell you, like, walking in here, seeing everybody giving fist bumps, seing everybody happy, encouraging. She goes, it's like, I can't wait for my daughter to be here. And I go, that's what it's about.
It was perfect, because couple of the girls in here I have like a little handshake with. Yeah. Like each of them, they're the different one. And two of them came up and we did our little handshake as I was doing it, and
Yeah.
it like couldn't have been more of a perfect timing because like the mom sees that, she sees that, and it's like, oh, like they're creating like a bond between the coaches and the kids, and it's
No,
not it's
100%.
not just about like coming in and getting a workout in.
No, 100%. And I love that part of it. And being able to kind of express yourself. When you're happy, you can express yourself more freely, I feel like.
Yeah,
and
that's-
being around those people.
Yeah, that's a good point. When you're when you're happy, or when you just have good self-awareness, because then even if you're down, it's like, I know, okay, I'm down. I know I'm on edge. I know why I'm feeling on edge. And now I can like handle myself appropriately.
And we had the conversation about the schedule, and just I was feeling burnt out.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Burnt out as shit, and like, you know, a multitude of things. Probably part of it is like I've been frustrated with like not being able to work out the way I want to because of my body and whatnot.
Yeah.
But a lot of it did have to do with just like the couple of days that were like back-to-back days, and I'm just like, dude, I get to Thursday and I'm like ready to like jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
And
You got long ass days, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Dude, brutal. I mean, we have 18-hour days sometimes, depending. Like right now we have 18 designs to do, and I have 4 days to do it. So it's just like me and the artist are just grinding.
When you're designing a shirt,
yeah.
what are you, pen to paper, or are you digital?
No, digital. So like I have an
Explain.
iPad,
Okay.
and then I use Photoshop. A lot of my artists use Procreate or Illustrator.
Okay.
So biggest thing for us is we have the files all together, and let's say we're drawing this lamp for example.
Shout out to the rock lamp.
I said, Jordan may not like this lamp, but I'm putting it out today. It's here for a
Yeah,
reason.
shout out the salt lamp. So the salt lamp's right there. I would draw that and then throw it into our big files that we have. And then if we want to use that design for another image, so that Reeves one you're wearing right there, that fire's been used probably 40 times. But
this-
people won't notice it. Yeah.
This fire exists in a file.
Yeah.
Search fire, dragon fire.
Yep, Dragon Fire. And that's like my job. My job is to put all these files together if I'm drawing them and then kind of place everything together. So I'll all my artists will draw Reeves 3 different times, put it all in a file. I'm going to try and figure out where he goes on the shirt. So that's like the biggest thing. Like that font, we've used that font.
Is that fun for you?
Yeah, that's
like a
fun.
puzzle?
Yeah, it's more it's like a collage to me. So it's like, hey, if I do this, let's make it fun here, or like let's do this. Like the Ken Griffey one, one of my favorites. Artist was Kiwi. Shout out Kiwi. He's an absolute killer in Chicago. Where's the camera's right there?
It's the iPhone.
Everybody go check out Kiwi, Kiwi Co. He designs for a bunch of artists, athletes. He does pretty much the same thing we do, just at a higher price point. He has like some really good screen printing stuff. Absolutely amazing guy. He just did one with the Detroit Lions. He comes in and he puts things together, and then we have a big file, and we can tell him, hey, put this there, put this there, put this there, and he's
So
solid.
you have guys like him who work remotely. They're not with you.
Yeah, no, they're not with us. I have 2 artists that are with me in New York if I do need somebody to go to, but everybody else is.
How important was that for you to learn to set up systems that work from everybody being far away?
Systems are everything.
Did you have to learn it the hard way?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Systems are everything.
Yeah.
And the hard part is too, you're starting a small business. It's just you and another guy, or just you. You may not think it's important because you're like, I'm just getting all my tasks done today. But
Yeah.
if you want to make money, you want to grow, you want to make it a career, it's got to scale. If it's got to
Yeah.
scale, you got to delegate. Things got to be done in the same. You have to have organization. Systems is
gotta be efficient.
everything.
Yeah. And I'm starting to learn is like trying to step away from having to be at the office every day. So getting that system is kind of tough, but it comes down to, these guys know every morning they're doing this, and then we're getting these packages out every day. So trying to figure out that system's been brutal, but it's getting there.
Yeah, and it's gonna be trial and error. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, you're gonna do something, think you have a system that works, and all of a sudden it's gonna take you longer than you wanted it to. So you go, okay, where can I, fix this a little bit, or make a little
Absolutely.
change to get this system more efficient.
No, 100%. And that's, hey, shout out. I can tell, just like you said, if any business, if you want to be great at business, you have to have a system. 100%.
System for everything.
Every single thing. If something goes wrong, you have to have a system for it. I know if my printer goes out, these guys know that they're going to go to this printer, and that's what they're using for the day.
What gave you the idea to say, I want to have a brick and mortar? And when did that?
So brick and mortar, once again, it was seeing that people were going to mostly online. I wanted to be something different. You know what I mean? I wanted to be my own person in the fact that like Planet Euphoria isn't just a shirt brand, it's a way of life, a way of feeling. Euphoria is just like ultimate happiness. So we want to bring that to fans, to people that enjoy just playing sports, because we see major shift in kids not playing sports nowadays. And we have a foundation with Yuck, which is my other brand, which is a nonprofit that we give away bats, gloves, everything for baseball.
What's that stand for? Does that stand for something?
It didn't, but now it does. I'll be very honest.
It was just Yuck originally.
Yeah, it was just Yuck. I think it's youth under something utilized something else, to be honest.
But you're donating stuff.
Yeah. So we just donate. People are like, oh, what's Yuck stand for? Damn, I just thought it was a cool brand, bro. To be honest with you. But we did change it to something. Brandon knows what it stands for. I don't.
Oh, you know what it makes me think of? Yup.
It makes you think of the Lil Wayne song.
First 2 Chainz album.
2 Chainz
You know
song?
that
That's what it is. Yeah, 2
that's a
Chainz.
good song.
2
Do you know
Chainz,
that
not
song?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne's on the song.
Is he though,
so
right?
you're
Yeah.
right.
So I was
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you were right. No, so yeah, that was our Yuck. I'm blessed to do that for sure. Yuck was cool. So I will get back to you on what it means though. And for everyone listening, I do apologize. I don't know my own
You're
brand.
doing good deeds. No need to apologize, man.
But yeah, that's what it is.
So where are you at with the store? When's the plan? I guess because us getting this building, what a learning experience that was in terms of build out, zoning, insurance, everything.
Yeah, I'm learning. We've been blessed. We just had another 7-figure year, and we're learning what taxes are.
Shut up.
So
pay your taxes. You gotta pay. Don't fuck with the IRS. Pay your taxes.
Pay your
everybody.
taxes, and then when you get a 6-figure tax bill, you want to slit your wrists and call it a day. So that's the first thing we learned. Another thing is like you have to learn about, the lights. The biggest thing is why we got a delay. So we were going to open up February 1st, which is tomorrow. A lot of our lights are fluorescent lights, and they actually blew out.
Go LED.
Yeah,
They're going to
so
save
that's
you
what we're
money.
doing.
Not going to go out.
Yeah. So last 2 weks, they just randomly started going out.
Yeah.
So right now we're in the process of switching them all over to LED.
Do it. And you do a ballast bypass. That's because we had all fluorescents in here. They would go out. I'd have to borrow the lift from Death Wish Coffee, which they weren't even that corporate then. There's no way they would let us do that. Now you come over, you pain in the fucking balls.
Yeah. So my cousin's an electrician. He's doing them all for us. God bless Cliff.
Shout out to Cliff.
Shout out Cliff coming in clutch. So every weekend we've been just replacing bulbs and replacing them with all LEDs.
I bet Cliff does not listen to Rod Wave.
No, Cliff does not. Come on. With a guy like that, he don't listen to Rod Wave. Let me tell you. But yeah, so owning a building, or not owning, but leasing and like renting a building it's a lot of work. I mean, we're the most involved when it comes to that, and we have a good landlord. And
the good landlord is huge. A good lease is huge.
Yeah, we have a good lease, and he lets us kind of do whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of make the space ours, and there's a lot more to do. But it's
Isn't it
gonna be
exciting
fun.
though to walk something and just you're creating energy. You're creating an
100%.
environment.
100%.
That's like within the energy environment, you're selling your product, but.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think that's the biggest thing is like when you can go in there with great energy, and that's why we want to have the basketball court, have the baseball there so we can see and have some fun energy around us.
Yeah, that's dope. It's funny because, with the shirts having like that 90s feel, you're doing a brick and mortar, it's like you're just bringing it back to the 90s.
You want to
like,
feel the nostalgia, right? When
Yeah,
you walk
100%.
You better get some champion jumpsuits in there.
Yeah, listen, a champion collab would be huge.
Oh,
We want to do that for sure.
Because when I think of these shirts, like, you know what I think of? Remember like the 90s NFL coaches, the jumpsuits they would be wearing?
Yeah.
Like that's what I think of when I see these, and I'm like, yo, this is like, and that was a peak of the NFL coaches.
Was that plan though? Like, I want this shirt to look like, feel that nostalgia, or do you just kind of did your first couple designs? Do you go, oh yeah?
No, actually, so when I first designed my first one, I was like, dude, I think those old school vibes is where it's at, and that was the biggest thing for us is if we can get that old school vibe, we're gonna be golden. And we want to capture that for the fans, like that's why we're trying to do some older players now.
Yeah.
Because like I think we can really capture that market of like, shout out Homage, they do a great job too of getting like some of the older players. But like if we can get a bunch of those guys, I think it'll be huge.
Yeah. if you do a shirt of a player, you're not always sending it to them. That's not the norm, right?
No, but we always try to.
Yeah.
So we always try to. So like the Bad Boys design we have for the Eagles, we sent those to AJ Brown and Devontae. We have a couple different ones that we like to just at least send out so they can at least see what their work is, you know, and see what we have. We try to at least get as many people in our shirts as possible. You see our ads, you know, don't click on our stuff if you don't want to see our ads. I'll tell you that right now.
Hit me quick. But,
You'll see it every single day, and I do apologize, but we run vigorously on ads so that we make sure that we're good.
Can we talk about the Pokemon or no?
Yeah, we can talk
The
about
Pokemon. Dre, did you look those up?
Yeah.
They're
Pokemon is
sick. The Charizard,
Crazy.
the Venusaur.
The Venusaur is my
Yeah.
The
favorite.
Venusaur is
Blastoise.
badass, dude.
Yeah.
The Blastoise, the original the
Yeah,
starters.
so we want to do all 151, and we're just praying that we get the license for it, and that'd be sick.
That'd be
So
so
are
sick.
you in the process of that? Or what is that process even to
Yeah, so it's, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you.
it
like,
has to be very legal and going
yeah,
through, right?
it's a lot of legal work, and it's a lot of people hold things like that close to the chest, so it's a lot of work around. Even with like the MLB guys and stuff like that, the PAs, they hold that really close to the chest. There's a lot of shady stuff that happens around.
Do you have to kind of, I guess, show your legitimacy of business, but also be like, hey, I can help your brand. I can help your
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing with the NFLPA. We had to show them like, hey, people are asking this. You know what I mean? We're showing them DMs from DJ Moore, Rob Gronkowski.
Gronk.
Oh, you DM with Gronk.
Yeah, so we Cam Newton. Like, we're showing them these guys want to see stuff, and even then they're like, well, we already have stuff with Fanatics and stuff like that. So it's like, all right, so we got to show them that the sales are there.
Right.
All right, so here's the sales. We can make $25K in literally an hour if we drop 500 of these. Let's see what we can do together. You know what I mean? And I think we're getting to a positive resolution now. It's just it takes time, dude.
Yeah.
It takes like, even probably after the season, it'll probably be another month after that until we like get granted. But I'm excited for it, and it's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be a sick.
Ooh, Jay, what would be a Pokemon shirt you'd want to see? You'd want to
Oh
have
my God,
one
there's
original
so many.
151.
Everyone says Gengar is like,
Yo, Gengar is
I'm
not-
that's a big
Is
one.
that the ghost?
yeah.
I love purple,
Dude,
so
the
like,
color's great.
I got a legitimately a sleeper.
What?
Snorlax.
Yo,
That
Snorlax
is a
would
sick
be
dude.
sick.
Snorlax would be a sick shirt.
Yeah, Snorlax would be sick. I think there's so much we can do, and I'm starting to realize that, like, even our WWE shirts, like, people are
those
dying
are
for-
sick. I'm not a wrestling guy, but those are awesome.
Yeah, so
I saw-
we're trying to expand to other things.
You had the John Cena one, right?
Yeah, we posted
That one's sick.
Yeah,
That
we
was sick.
posted a John Cena one on our story.
Another Springfield guy.
Yeah.
Because you posted like I drew. This is the first time I did a design where I drew nothing or
Yeah,
something like that because
yeah,
you
I
can't
did.
see his face. I was like, that was funny.
Yeah, so I was like the first image I did without a graphic. So, you know, we're trying to expand. So, like, even anime, we're trying to do a One Piece, a Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and try to get to some cartoons. And
Nice.
you
That
know,
all fits with that nostalgia feel
Yeah.
that you're going
100%.
for.
I think
Oh,
if
yo,
we
you get a Rugrats one? I'm on it.
Oh, you go those Nickelodeon shows.
That's
fucking
what I'm
Hey
saying.
Arnold. It's like, oh.
I think a Hey Arnold one would be sick. I think Rugrats, like you said, I think would be like with the Rex.
Yep.
A Tommy Pickles and a Rex would be
Yeah.
sick.
A Rocket Power.
A Rocket Power would be
so
sick.
many. Yeah.
Just little stoners and on Nickelodeon.
SpongeBob, yo,
Sponge.
a
Yeah.
SpongeBob football collab would be sick, I think. And then, like, we're just trying to expand and try to get to those. I'm working with an agency now, trying to finalize to get a new agent to kind of help us with that side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it must need somebody who just kind of knows these industries to go in.
And that's the thing I think I fucked up in is I didn't get an agent early.
Now, your agent you would use for contractual things and then creating partnerships with.
Yeah. So I have the best lawyer in New York, I would say. Shout out Dan. Dan's the man. Dan, the sports lawyer. He's huge. He's a huge following. He beat Nike. That's his thing.
Shout out to Dan. Beat
Shout
Yo,
out
Nike.
to
you
Dan.
beat Nike. You
He
did
beat
it.
Nike in a case. So like he's the GOAT. So I'm just surrounding myself with like a big team that
That's
knows
huge.
what they're doing and can help us. Like, we've gotten hit with people saying like, oh well, you're using NFL logos. So like Caps owns all like the NFL, NHL. Like they control like all their legal stuff.
Have you got hit with like cease and desist?
Yeah,
You don't have
so-
to talk about it. If we can't talk about
No,
it, we
no,
don't talk
no,
about
no.
it. That's a learning experience.
Yeah, 100%. And we got hit with like a couple cease and desists. I have one signed by me in like a frame just to show like, yo, I'm that guy. You know what I mean? Like people try to shut me down all the time, but I have that hanging up, but it's like to make sure that I understand that like people are gonna always come for me.
But to make sure your shit's buttoned up correctly too, right?
100%.
You don't know one day be like, oh, yo, I owe these people money, or this is, you don't want
100%.
that.
And we actually just got hit. Not that it matters and legally. Like I know Dan's gonna be okay with me saying this. Like we did a Jackson Merrill print, but Merrill Madness is copyrighted, but we didn't know. So like we're working with his family now to make sure that we're all good. And like,
cool.
Jenny, I don't know how she's related to him. But we're working with her and like making sure that we're all good. But she was excited that we made some good art. She's like, yo, this is the best shirt I've ever seen for like his stuff. And I was like, dude, I'm glad you like it, and like we can make this happen together. So like that usually is what happens is like if we make something and we don't know it's copyrighted, like usually they're really cool about things.
Yeah.
We have some people that are assholes, but
You're gonna have that everywhere.
yeah, exactly, dude. And they're gonna people that have alliances elsewhere. They're like, hey,
Right.
no, you can't do it. So it happens.
Do you do like weekly drops? Is that how?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we usually do Friday drops. Right now it's kind of like all over the place because we have the shop, so I can't do a bunch of the stuff right now, but we're getting around to it.
This episode of Off Exit 10 is brought to you by Anchor and the all-new Anchor Pro, crafted to endure the most high-performance workouts without the high cost and space requirements of a standard cable machine. Named the best portable cable machine by Men's Health Home Gym Awards, Anchor provides the full functionality of a cable machine in one small space-saving unit. Designed with user-friendliness in mind, Anchor can simply be attached to any squat rack or placed on any wall in your home gym using its intuitive sliding track mount. With up to 65 pounds of resistance, Anchor is built for high speed and controlled exercises alike, from cable presses and rows to chops and lifts. The Anchor has been a game changer for us here at CDSF, and now you can enjoy the same professional quality cable machine in your own home gym by heading over to anchortraining.com and using code CDSF10 for 10% off your order today. Get all the benefits of a cable machine without the high cost and installation fees. Enjoy the portable luxury and space-saving performance of Anchor today by going to anchortraining.com and using code CDSF10 at checkout. That's anchortraining.com, promo code CDSF10 for 10% off your order today. This episode of Off Exit 10 is brought to you by Drink Alchemy. Fatigue and brain fog affect us all, destroying everything we pursue. Whether as an athlete, artist, creator, or entrepreneur, our mind holds the key to performing optimally. By combining the most potent organic nootropics found in nature, Drink Alchemy delivers sustainable boost to creativity, memory, energy, and focus in one epic beverage. Stop pumping your body full of excessive amounts of caffeine and unknown proprietary blends from other energy drinks, and get clean energy from Drink Alchemy's natural nootropics like lion's mane, L-theanine, and caffeine from green tea. Used by Olympians, D1 athletes, MMA fighters, and entrepreneurs, Drink Alchemy has become a huge part of my daily routine, making sure I'm functioning optimally during long days of coaching athletes, running CDSF, and getting in quality workouts myself. So do yourself a favor and ditch the energy drinks loaded with caffeine, other stimulants, and who knows what else, and head over to drinkalchemy.com today. Live with your mind unbound and save 10% off your order by using code CDSF at checkout. That's drinkalchemy.com, promo code CDSF for 10% off your order today.
Have you ever thought about this? Just popped in my head. Like a subscribe and save thing, or like a box where somebody has a membership to your website, and then when you release a new one, they get that. And
so we're actually,
especially the guy that's bought, what do you say, 33?
Yeah.
That's why I thought of it. I was like, dude, this guy would 100% sign up for this.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is put that model together. We're actually building a vending machine right now where you can come into our shop and kind of put $20 in, and you get a mystery shirt.
That's fun.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're gonna try and, if we can set that up around the world, not the world, but around the 518.
That's
fun. You have a T-shirt shop, and then it's 1 out of 50 you can get 101 Jackson Merrill, or just because we're talking about him, a 101 LeBron.
The limiteds too makes people some incentive to say, "Oh, let me roll the dice."
Yeah, let me try this, and then it's a mystery shirt, so we can sell it at a lower cost because we can use shirts that we've already made and that didn't sell well. So
Jet, you love.
Yeah, dude, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Really,
And now my brain's going, listen, you're way smarter than us in all these realms. Remember, what's that shoe store in Boston off Newberry?
Yeah,
Remember?
Bodega.
bodega. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a
Yeah,
whole.
no, the whole idea, like, we were talking about trading cards earlier, and like the big draw of sports cards now is limited printed things.
Yeah, 100%.
And like to lean into
Well,
that.
you do this, right? I got
makes
this
a ton
shirt.
of
You got
sense.
this labeled, right? 140 out of 5. Which
So we print on them, and a lot of our fakes. Like if you go on TikTok, a lot of our fakes won't have that. So that's how we tell people. Like,
people do fakes.
oh,
That's how you know you made it.
Dude, we have. There's this one kid. He just hit us up the other day. He's like a TikTok influencer. He's like, I've made $100K selling your fakes. I was like, fuck you, but that's cool. Hey, congrats, dude.
Congrats,
I mean,
but fuck
okay,
you.
this is. I mean, you've used social media then
Yeah.
tremendously to help your brand grow, right?
Yeah,
Does the
100%.
TikTok going down? Does that hurt you?
We do TikTok lives now. It didn't hurt right away because like we were just starting using TikTok, so we were very late to the party.
So your following is more on Instagram
Yeah,
than TikTok.
Instagram 100%, but we're trying to bring it to Whatnot. We're trying to bring it to TikTok and trying to expand for sure. So that going downwards, God bless. I mean, I've slept longer than it was banned for, but you know what I mean?
I
it
fucked
did-
up though because I never really went on it. It's the thing I posted to least. We didn't have much of a following, probably 1,700 on there, so not much at all. But I once they're like, it's going down tomorrow. I
You
was like,
deleted it?
I said one less thing I need on my phone. I'm getting
Yeah.
this off, and then it's like back on. But now you can't re-download.
No,
it.
Listen,
so
I've been contemplating selling my iPhone on eBay
Listen,
for like
listen,
10 grand.
listen, that's a great idea.
because
Oh,
it's on there. People
Yeah.
are selling.
People are
Yeah.
selling their iPhones with TikTok on it for like 10 grand.
yeah,
Go,
it's
Paul, do it right now.
No, what I will say though, if what you can do is we did this for my intern. He bought a VPN.
Oh yeah,
Went to
Yeah.
Russia, changed it to Russia, downloaded it on his iPhone,
that's too
and
much.
and
for
then
me.
deleted the VPN.
What hurt me
So-
is all of our video editing in here. I did
Yeah.
with CapCut. I didn't know they own CapCut.
Yeah, I was shocked.
So CapCut's fucking gone.
Yeah.
I deleted that shit too.
I was
Oh,
so
really?
sick. I was so
I found
sick.
something else.
Yeah.
But you were CapCut too.
I was
Fuck TikTok.
yeah.
CapCut was great.
That's what hurt me the most. I was like, CapCut's my guy.
My guy.
That's my left-hand man right there. I was sick. I was so sick.
So I just wanted that to come back. That's all.
Yeah, no, so I was glad that came back, and we can still use. I didn't delete anything, so luckily my phone's good. So if somebody in the company needs to use it, they just use my phone. So that's what happens,
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
dude. TikTok going down. That was crazy. Shout out, we getting us back though.
Yeah, we'll have it back.
I think somebody will buy it. Somebody has to buy it. That's
Yeah.
the thing now. Which I'm
Yeah,
sure somebody.
Mr. Beast will buy it.
That's
Call it
what
a
I-
day.
Yeah, he's probably going to.
Is it up or down right now?
It's
It is-
down.
It's up if you have it on your phone. You
Yeah.
can use it.
It's
but
not in the App Store?
Not in the
No.
App Store.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Do you have it?
No, I'm not.
He's not a TikTok guy.
No, it can go away forever. I wouldn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
I'm not really a TikTok guy.
No, I'm not either.
But I actually like I tell people in here like my algorithm for TikTok is so much better than my Instagram because it doesn't have college Paul involved.
yeah.
So it's literally like my whole TikTok is literally music, sports, comedy. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like there's
That's
really
nice.
not a lot of other stuff. And Planet Euphoria because I clicked on one fucking.
Yeah, yeah, dude, I'll tell you. That's what happens, man. Your feed is going to be screwed up. Do not click on it.
I would be if I was going to Super Bowl. I'd be more excited to see Kendrick than I would to see the game.
Dude, yeah, I'm excited to see him and see what he does. I want to we made bets if he's going to play Not Like Us or not.
Okay, what's he gonna open with?
I have my
open?
choice.
What's his opener?
Good city Good Kid Mad City for sure. It has to be something off that.
I-
Money
play,
Trees?
Play the beginning of that. Money Trees, I feel like is too subdued to start. But
yeah.
I think
You
he's
know, say
coming
like
out.
DNA or Humble.
I
was
think he's
thinking
coming out
one
to
of those.
Humble
Humble would be sick.
because I think he's gonna come out to Humble and then he might do Not Like Us right after that.
He's gonna do
like-
Not Like Us.
Like he's gonna go Not Like Us, and then I said to Mike, I could see him doing Not Like Us, and then as soon as that like ends, him yelling mustard and TV
well,
off.
TV
comes
off
on.
he'll do.
Yeah.
He's got to do TV off.
Do
Yeah.
Jay, do the beginning of Good Kid, Mad City, and then do Humble, because I think those are both two good ones.
He's gonna-
DNA's slower, right?
Yeah.
Or is it? I don't
No.
know.
No,
No?
They're both
picks.
DNA and Humble are both bangers.
Yeah, they pick up. The only thing is, I want to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about Drake suing, like the label?
I would. I mean, isn't this probably just it's a piece to try to get him to not do Not Like Us at the Super Bowl in terms of fear of defamation?
I think so, but I think if I'm Kendrick, I sing up to that moment and then let the crowd sing the rest. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think for me, the
And they
original
will.
lawsuit
Yeah.
where about like them like gassing up the plays and all that kind of
Everybody
stuff.
does that. Probably
They did that for him too. So
Yeah,
then
right.
when he had to take it down,
yeah,
the defamation one like
Sure.
doesn't bother me as much because it's like if he did say you're a pedophile and you're actually not, like
Yeah,
that's
it's
kind of
defamation.
fucked
That's
up.
not okay.
But at the same time, it's rap. And
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of false things said in rap, and I think that's
Yeah.
like it. Rap is the most competitive music genre
100%.
because it's like boxing, it's mano y mano, and like that's where, like, I think Drake's lost to like some respect probably in the hip hop community.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. I do agree with that.
I still love Drake. He got
I mean,
plenty
I
of
still
great
bump
songs.
Drake.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I still bump both.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
mean-
if I'm speaking out of turn, but I'm pretty sure there's a video of Drake like kissing a teenager on stage, back in the
Oh
day.
God! I mean,
I
So,
don't.
like-
everybody can search that for themselves. I
Yeah,
don't-
yeah.
So
Yeah, we're not searching that one.
Now I'm gonna search it.
No, the FBI is at the door right now. Bang.
But I'm just saying, if that video's out there, then I think you can probably stand on the pedophile.
No.
In terms of
man,
like the
legally.
defamation and
I
in
think
court.
like what do you got to think of like No Vaseline by Ice Cube? Like I feel like that's worse.
Aggressive, right? Good
Yeah.
I mean,
point.
Hit 'Em Up by Tupac.
Yeah, dude. Like we're talking about people like actually murdering people and like
Ether.
yeah,
Like-
bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good point.
I don't believe in defamation.
But I think Kendrick has to do it. He has to lean right. He can't.
yeah, you can't.
like,
You gotta lean right
if
into
they're
it.
saying be family, he can't bow down to whatever corporation's telling him be family friendly. He's
No.
in it.
The only
He's
reason,
fucking in it.
The only reason I could see him not playing it
Oh,
Yeah.
he's playing it.
He's
is
playing
is
it.
he's
The-
definitely going to. But the only way I could see him not playing it is if he does the surprise like guest appearance of like Lil Wayne.
yeah,
I think he still doesn't give a fuck.
yeah.
I think the real question is, does he do it multiple times?
Yeah, yeah. Yo,
No.
if he plays A minor, yo,
like he does like at the pop up.
yeah,
I don't think he because you only have so much time on that
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
No Ceilings
The
is my favorite.
dedication series.
yeah.
I mean,
the fact he dropped those before like really sampling got like really big,
Yeah.
is just absolutely disgusting to me. I don't understand. Like his thought process to drop those at the time was just disgusting.
I think he's just making so much music.
Shout out DJ Drama also for that.
Dude, DJ Drama was nuts. I mean, he still is nuts,
Yeah,
but
he was the pioneer for those mixtapes. Like,
yeah, the mixtapes were disgusting, and the beats. I mean, like Lil Wayne was really in his bag.
Yeah.
His Goyard, he was in a full bag.
he's definitely on my Mount Rushmore, like for sure.
Who would you get the other three?
We need 4 in total.
Yeah,
That's tough.
So this is our
my
personal.
personal.
yeah,
personal-
personal.
We're saying all time.
all time.
Just rappers.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this right now: if you put Nas, I'll walk out.
No, I
No.
Okay.
I like him, but
I
no.
like Nas. I would put for me like J Cole would be in my Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore because I love J Cole. I listen to J Cole nonstop. Lil Wayne.
Yep.
That's
All right.
tough.
I'll go Lil Wayne. I'm just gonna go Drake because I've just consumed so much of his
That's
stuff
fair.
over
No,
my
that's
life
fair.
and
That's
so many
fair.
scenarios of my life.
Yeah.
Jay-Z. And I'm trying to go like old or new. Those are my 3 no-brainers in my head.
Really?
The 4th, I don't know. I gotta think.
Mine would be Wayne, J Cole. I'd throw Jay-Z on there, and then my sleeper pick would be 50 Cent.
Good
That's
one.
a tough one. What about you?
'Cause, Wayne, Kendrick, Kanye. Sleeper
Kanye.
pick would be Pusha.
Pusha.
Ooh, good.
Pusha.
Yeah,
Good.
I think he's very. I don't think anyone sounds like except his brother. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone sounds like him. He's a good rapper.
Pusha's that's special one
Yeah.
right there.
That's a
I think
good
that's
one.
why I really like 50 too, because like nobody sounds like him,
No.
and like when I think of gangsta hip hop, gangster rap, like he is the definition.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
just that was my first album I ever owned, Get Rich or Die Trying. I love hip hop music, so that was really
Yeah.
my introduction. So I'm gonna steal Paul's 50 as my 4th.
It's also like
That's a good one.
What
Get
are
Rich or
you?
Die Trying is still
Yeah,
top
Amazing.
3
no
album for me.
skips. You're Wayne.
I'm Wayne, Kanye.
Kanye's great. His influence is unreal.
Kanye's I would go Wayne, Kanye, Kendrick. And then I'd probably sneak in Biggie or J. Cole in that last spot.
Yeah.
I'm not a Jay-Z guy. I don't know what it is. I think Jay-Z's done amazing. Like if we were talking Mount Rushmore of like influential and like the best, I think I'd have to put Jay-Z on there. But for me personally, Jay-Z's not on there for
The
like
only I just love. I think the Blueprint I love. Like
Yeah.
I listen to that a lot.
The Blueprint, the Black Album, and Reasonable Doubt. Actually,
Yeah.
those 3 albums like I could just listen to all the time.
they're amazing. And
Like-
like I said, I just for some reason Jay-Z never stuck with me, but he's always been amazing.
Yeah. Who'd you say again? You said
Kanye,
oh yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
Kendrick, what did I say?
Oh,
Wayne.
Wayne,
and then
and then
Biggie or Cole.
Biggie.
Pusha T's
So-
a good one, Jay.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
great.
hyped for that one.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Jay and Anthony here,
Wait, hold on. Before you go, for the people behind the camera that don't know, he's as white can be, and for him to pull out Pusha, I'm pretty proud of him. I'm proud. Yo, clap it up
Let's
for
go.
him.
Shout out to Jordan.
Shout out, Jay.
everybody. Thank
Jay, congrats, dog.
No, thank you. Thank you.
My question is Kanye before Ye or Kanye after Ye on your?
Oh,
on your mouth?
before Ye.
Because you both said Kanye, you didn't say Ye, so that's
Yeah.
why I was
But
like,
still, when you think about
he's so
if you
talented.
think about his
Yeah.
production, like even the production, Jordan and I have talked about this on some of this, like on Vultures and Vultures 2, like there's
Yeah.
unreal production on those
Dude,
albums.
that's when like I like
Unreal.
him enough as a rapper, but just for his production alone,
Dude.
just like the Jay-Z songs, Tiana Taylor album,
Yeah.
the Pusha album.
Go-
Yeah.
Jay,
he just
go to
done
the
so
first
much.
song in the Pusha album when he did the 7-song drops and all those
Yeah.
people. That is 7 great songs from Pusha T, and it's all Kanye produced.
Yeah.
the go after the top artist in their songs.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's
Like you don't
competitive.
see like Dua Lipa going after Taylor
Yeah.
Swift, you know,
Yeah.
like, but in hip hop, like the origins of it came from battling,
Yeah.
like rap battles. So like, and like Jay-Z says it, that's why I brought the boxing analogy. 'Cause
Yeah.
he compares it to that. It's like two boxers going in the ring together, going mano a mano, and that's what rap beef is really. And
Yeah.
then, unfortunately for some people, it led to tragic events. But like, luckily, in the Kendrick and Drake one, we didn't have that
Yeah,
happen.
no, and that's why I'm kind of like hyped for Kendrick and like what it's doing for the game is like he wasn't afraid to call somebody out.
No.
He said, "Fuck the big three, bro. It's only Big Me."
That
yo.
song's
Yeah.
hard.
He pulled the 50 Cent out.
Yeah.
He called out every, like, nobody did that. And then I remember 50 Cent literally said every person's name on
Yeah.
a song, and he didn't give a shit. And Kendrick did that.
He did
said-
it twice. What was the other song back in the day with Big Sean?
Control.
Control. Yeah,
Yeah.
he called out everybody.
Yep.
He's like, "Fuck M, fuck everybody."
Pretty sure he said "fuck Big Sean" in his Big Sean song.
Yeah, exactly. Big Sean song, and he said, "Fuck Big Sean, bro." And Big Sean didn't have a verse for that either. He's like, "Damn, you got it, bro."
He's like, "This is all you, bro."
"Yeah,
Who?
you got it."
He just put out a song with Will Smith. And
I saw
don't,
that.
Don't put it on. I'd rather listen to Rod Wave.
Yeah. Please do not put Will Smith in my ear, bro. I might leave.
Sorry, Paul.
It's all right. I love Will.
Who else? He's bringing out SZA, guaranteed. DJ
Well,
Mustard. will
she's
be-
been
yeah,
in the
feature.
commercials.
DJ
Yeah.
Mustard will be on the stage. Anybody
Yeah.
else? I say no.
You don't think Lil Wayne's coming out?
No, I'd like it, but no.
I don't think. I'm praying it is.
I'm praying
but
he is too, but I don't think he is.
Yeah, I don't think he will. I also don't think they made the wrong decision by picking Kendrick.
No.
No, it's this moment in time. He's the guy.
This isn't 2012 Lil Wayne.
Right. They also talked about how like Lil Wayne was in like recently. I just saw, I think yesterday, like he was in consideration, but they had to do what was essentially like more culturally like
Relevant.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, Kendrick is significantly more culturally relevant right now. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and I love Wayne. I'd love to see him on the Super Bowl stage. I thought when they announced it in New Orleans, I was like, oh, Lil Wayne's gonna be the
Yeah, we
halftime
all
show.
thought that.
Yeah,
But
100%.
Like 2 years ago, I was like, oh, it's gonna be Lil Wayne. Didn't realize Kendrick Lamar was gonna drop Not Like Us.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't know Kendrick was gonna go on this stretch.
that was so much fun when they were dropping. Paul and I were probably asleep. This is the night they drop Meet the Grams and
Yeah.
then Family Matters.
Yeah.
And Paul and I wake up to a text from Jordan just like, oh, your world's going to be different now.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I was like, and then we listened. I was like, oh yeah, this is.
What is it? The Family Matters by Drake.
Yeah.
That second beat switch was one of the best.
It's
beats
hard.
of-
That's
yeah.
a hard song.
That song is.
That's the
song
only
got
one.
overlooked.
Yeah, that's the only one Drake I think won. Was that one because that second beat switch is probably one of the best switches of all time.
And he calls out probably everybody else on that too.
Yeah.
Rick Ross and
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky. And yeah, you're doing music shirts. Your Travis Scott shirt
Yeah.
is sick.
Yeah, so we're gonna be starting to do some artists and kind of get into.
Oh, you're Kendrick. You did a Kendrick.
Yeah, we did a Kendrick. Only goats now.
Jay, did you see those?
I saw the Travis Scott one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Travis
Yeah.
Scott was cool. We're trying to do artists now and try to, like I said, we're just trying to
You
expand.
do a J. Cole one, I'm on it.
Yeah, we're gonna do. He's already drawn. I don't have my iPad with me, but it's sick. It's kind of a montage of his 2014 Forest Hill
Ooh,
Drive.
I like
so,
that.
Yeah,
I like that.
so it's gonna be sick. I think he's absolutely legendary. But yeah, so we're gonna try and expand, and I think there's more out there than we'd like to think. Like I put myself in a box that first year and like only sports, but we can do this for forever doing other things. So
Yeah, your mental health shirts like a little
Yeah.
bit of a different vibe, but
yeah,
they're
100%.
great.
And I think we're putting all those vibes together and then having some fun and being creative.
Yeah,
That's gonna be fun.
Can we look up? There's probably the bets are out now, probably right for favorites for Kendricks. I mean, what's the favorite?
Let me get you.
Jay, here, look up the props.
Oh, look at
I'd be curious, what
Yeah.
the favorites are.
Are
what
you
the
guys
underdogs.
betting people or
No,
no?
never.
No.
Paul?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I don't touch it, dude.
So-
Do you?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So next month, once football ends, so what is it? February, March. we're gonna donate the money after with whatever we have, but we're doing $1,000 a day on a bet. So
What do you mean?
$30,000 in March or 28,000. We're gonna be betting $1,000 on one bet every day.
So that's gonna be posted on your.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'll follow
like
it.
sports, any type of bet?
Anything that like we're gonna let the followers pick.
Oh, dude, you're crazy.
Yeah. So like we're gonna do one money line bet every day, and then donate whatever we have left.
That's a fun to do it in the terms of with the charity.
Yeah.
You guys have great ideas. Man.
So we're gonna it's gonna be a lot of sports because it's obviously us, but we're gonna donate that money. I'm gonna try and save my 28K though, so I don't have to pay that. But any profits after that, we're gonna donate. But yeah, so we're gonna do every day of March. Bet $1,000.
That's fun. Jay, you found them?
I found
Yeah.
one.
Let Jay
I've
let
got
her
one
in.
as well.
I found
number one by a pretty wide margin is Humble.
Yes, I was gonna say that's the top
Yeah.
song
And
for.
then Not Like Us,
So you look at the same thing I am.
mostpickwise.com.
Yes, because I happen to use that sometimes to help me with my bets.
Listen, that's
King
what you got to
Kunta,
do.
Squabble Up, DNA. Those are the top 5.
Good Kid, Mad
Oh,
City
here's-
sounds so great.
This
Yeah.
is interesting. Which celebrity guest will appear on stage with Kendrick? You who number one and number 2 are?
LeBron.
Future and Metro Boomin.
Oh, that's actually good.
Yo,
They do like
Future-
that? Ooh.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Yeah.
I went to Future in New York City, so I'm a big Future guy.
Future's
Fu-
great.
Listen, you talk about that Mount Rushmore. Future's hanging out.
He's
hanging out
well,
at Mount
I
Rushmore.
might put him on my 4th. He might be over
Because I listen to a lot of Future.
I do
Yeah.
them on extremes though. I'm in the gym, it's like hype Future, or
Yeah.
I'm doing like the Hendrix album in my car,
Yeah.
like a little bit more subdued.
I think him and Metro, those 2 albums were amazing together.
Metro's
so,
very impressive. He's young. He's maybe
Yeah.
30.
Metro's our
Quite the
modern day
resume.
Dr. Dre.
yeah. We're doing a Dr. Dre and a Metro one. So we're going to be doing some producers. I think we did Hit Boy, Metro, and then we have a Dr. Dre coming out.
That's sick.
Yeah, so some DJs. We want to do a DJ Khaled one, but but I couldn't like figure out the songs. I mean, we still might do it, but I was like, I want to do inspiration of their songs they did.
That's
So I
how
was
you
like,
do the shirt. And the
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
Of the
So
shirt.
I'm like trying to figure it out. The one thing that the girls kept asking for is Justin Bieber. So we're doing a Justin
Oh,
Bieber one
fun.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
something different. Something different.
Current tattoos Beeb or long hair little Beebs?
We're doing both. They're both gonna be on the shirt. Like there's gonna be one where he's kind of like singing "Baby," and then it's gonna be him growing up, where he's got the locks and everything.
Dude, it must be so much fun to like just let your creative
yeah,
brain
dude.
out in this
Dude,
regard.
yeah, I think that's the most fun about the business is like, hey, we're just drawing to draw, and then if people like it, they like it. They don't. I don't draw for other people. I draw for myself.
Did you do Gary Vee stuff?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
So crazy thing. Somebody bought from his business. Shout out Out of Brips. He bought a shirt for his friend, and we're like, dude, let's draw Gary Vee, but like let's make him not fucked up, but like make him look like a little bit of a psycho, like a crazy guy. Like you know how he does like all the garage selling and stuff.
Yeah.
So we gave him like some crazy eyes, and we're like, hey, we're just gonna put this in his order. So we drew it up.
Oh, so the order that went to his company, you put that.
Yeah, we put
look
it
at
in
you
there,
guys go.
and then he, a week goes by, 2 weeks go by. We're like, maybe they didn't like it. Maybe it was too offensive. You know what I mean?
But you're like, whatever.
Yeah,
fuck it, I tried.
whatever. He hits us up because I put a letter in there. I was like, hey, we did this for you. Think that we could do a cool collab together. He hits me up, texts me. He's like, hey, like that was super sick. Let me know if you ever think of anything. And I knew that they were going to Comic-Con. And
Because his V friends, right? All
yeah,
that.
V friends. I was like, let me just draw them as like X-Men or Marvel. And I sent them a shirt again. I sent them a graphic of it. I was like, dude, what do you think about this? So I sent that over, and they loved it. And they're like, yo, this is so sick. Can you do these for all of our characters? I was like, fuck yeah. Let me put you on. So we just do that now. So we design a whole bunch for them. They're great people over there. Shout out Gary Vee. Shout out Adam, Cass. I'm trying to think who else. Ari, Lauren, Alicia. Everyone in that group is just amazing. I'm so blessed to work with them. They're great people, and we get to be creative.
That's so cool,
That's
man.
so sick.
Yeah, so shout out them and everything they do, and they kind of let us be free and try to draw them as cool as we can.
That's awesome, dude. You get into NIL stuff. That's college is crazy
Yeah,
now.
the only thing I'll be very honest
Go.
is like with the NIL stuff, agents want a lot of money for their players, and I get that.
And you're just not generating the revenue needed for that?
Yeah, because it's like, all right, so if you come to me and say, hey, we sell a shirt for 40, right? And then you want 50%, it costs us overhead and everything. It might cost us 24 to make the shirt.
So you're not making much on that at
No,
all.
we're losing
They're
money.
losing, right, at that point.
You know, we're losing. So we always have to put that in perspective for them.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them don't like that. And we're like, hey, you can have 50% of profit. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if that's $16, you can have $8. But we have to make money on our side.
Yeah.
And a lot of agents think their players better than they are, even though college is different than the NFL.
Way
NFL,
different.
you have fans that just like players. In college, they like teams.
And
know
you
what I
probably
mean?
have your rare star.
Yeah. So like if we had Aston Genti, we did him. More people love Aston Genti, but that's so rare that they'll, you know what I mean, deal with
Right.
him in Boise State.
Mhm.
So like if I have an Ohio State receiver, we do. We have a corner, Matthews, who's there. A lot of people love Matthews. He's a starter, you know, all conference player, but they love Ohio State. They
Yeah.
might
Yeah,
not
that's
love
a
Matthews.
that's a really good
Like,
point.
I feel like I'm the rare fan because like I don't really have a college football team that I root for.
Yeah.
I used to be a Virginia Tech guy back in the
Yeah.
day because of Mike Vick.
Yeah, of course.
But then, like, I think when Cam Newton was at Auburn,
Yeah.
that's when I kind of started being like, I'm just going to root for whatever player I like the best.
Yeah.
Now, de facto, I'm a Colorado fan because my favorite player is Deion of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm a Colorado guy, but, like, I'd rock a Shador shirt for sure. I'd rock
Yeah.
a Travis Hunter shirt for sure.
For sure.
But, like, I'm more of a player guy with college, whereas I'm, like, the opposite. The NFL, like,
You're always
I'm
Dallas?
Dallas. Like, I love other players, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But funny story, my mom actually bought me for Christmas. My mom has never bought me something for Christmas I didn't actually want.
Yeah.
But for Christmas, she tried to do something different.
Jay, you can't say the same.
So I open up a gift.
Yeah.
It's a pair of gray sweatpants, and I look at it. It's got a Kansas City Chiefs logo on it, and I'm like, did they send her the wrong one?
She
Yeah.
fucking with me right now?
So I look at it, I look at her, and I'm like, oh no, she actually meant to bought this. And I looked right at my mom, dead in the face. She's sitting right next to me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, Mom, I've never said this before. I will never wear these.
Yeah.
And she was like, wait, what? And she ended up buying me like a Mahomes like player T-shirt, things like that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, if it just said Mahomes on it, like your shirt, I'd rock that because
Yeah.
there's nothing Chiefs on it,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, I'm not rocking a Chiefs shirt when I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
And she's like, but I want to do something different, da da da. And I was like, if you want to do something different, don't buy me sports related stuff.
Yeah.
And then I asked her because she likes Josh Allen a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, would you wear a Josh Allen shirt? She's like, you're right. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
The only team I would wear in the NFL would be the Vikings because that's my mom's favorite team. It's the
All right,
only
that's
team I would wear.
understandable.
Would you played in college, you
Yeah.
were Buff State your whole time?
No, so I went to Tabor College, which is an NAIA school, D1 back then. They were very bad. We were not very good. It was a good time, played with some great players and stuff like that, but we weren't that good. I ended up hurting my knee, and then I came home. I didn't think I was going to play football again, so I was like, all right, I'm going to rehab and just get right and then play flag. Call it a career, you know what I mean? My friend went to Buff State. He's like, dude, just try and walk on here and have some fun. Walked on, had an amazing 3 years, captain, had some fun, and then that's that.
Dude, the knee injury. You've moved around a lot in your life, huh?
Yeah, so I've moved around a lot. We did the math. I've been to 14 different schools from elementary, like from kindergarten to by the time I graduated high school.
What? I mean, looking back, are there ways it impacted you positively? Probably when you were in it, I'm sure it was fucking hard.
Yeah, and it's tough. I didn't want to leave Connie, my first high school, but it also showed me how to be friends with everybody and like kind of like talk to people. Like I can talk to somebody. I mean, you know how New York is. Like people think it's all hood and like all. Like, if you're not from New York, you think it's all New York City. Like no, you go 45 minutes away from Albany, you're talking to Hickville.
We were saying off air, you were Columbia,
Yeah.
Colony, Troy, and
Yeah.
Hoosick Falls, Hoosick Valley.
Hoosick Valley.
It's like, bro, think about those three demographics. Suburbia,
Yeah.
more inner city, the fucking sticks. It's
Yeah.
like, bro.
Completely different, and I think that's something that you have to like get accustomed to. It was like even my senior year, I was dealing with some racism, and this kid got suspended because he's like, I only got a scholarship because he's black, and I was like the only black kid in the school. Like this kid got suspended, and then I remember I got into a fight with a kid there who's like, instead of salt and vinegar chips, he said salt and the N-word chips. You know what I mean? It's just like you deal with that type of stuff on the same plane as like, damn, 2 years ago I was in an inner city school. And it's like, dude, they would never say that around them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you're in a situation where you have to stick up for yourself. And something I didn't do enough as a kid was like stick up and be like, hey, like that shit isn't cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because I'm trying to fit in and just trying to make sure like I'm cool with where I am. But yeah, I mean, it's just tough shit like that you have to deal with.
yeah, it gives you a perspective
Yeah.
and handling adversity just
No,
in the
100%.
business sense and life sense. It's like you gotta level up. It's like
No,
it's some
100%.
shit, but it's yeah, it must pay off in the business sense, just communication, dealing with different types of people, keeping your cool, understanding that shit's hard and it's gonna feel so sucky.
Yeah, no, I mean, even with the NFLPA thing, if we get that license, like, I think we'll be the only African American under 40 that's ever gotten it.
Wow.
So it's like, it's cool, like, breaking some of those barriers, you know what I mean? So it's important to me is like to be able to do that and, you know, step out of my stones a little bit.
Dude, that's awesome. Your stuff's fucking awesome. Yeah, your shirts are so great. Your company, just the whole energy and environment seems so cool, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you for doing this.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on. You
No,
know,
absolutely.
I saw the stuff, and I'm like, I remember I had seen the Planet Euphoria shirts, and then
Yeah.
one day I remember I don't remember what I saw you post, and I was like, wait a minute, those are his shirts?
Did you not know? Like
I didn't
like
know
you knew
originally.
Anthony from Flag, but
I knew who he was from Flag, and I knew about Planet Euphoria, and then
But
one
not the
day I
day.
remember seeing him post something, and I was like, wait, and then I did like some research.
Yeah.
This was probably months ago, and then because I remember I reached out to you at the end of the last
Yeah.
year and whatnot, and then I was like, oh, this is perfect timing. We'll do it right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
yeah,
And
right
so,
before the storefront.
Yeah,
I can't
no,
wait
it's
to
crazy.
Stop by that.
So I'm super appreciative for you coming on and whatnot. You know, we've obviously had our battles on the flag field, but hopefully we can come
Wait,
together.
so your teams are like rivals?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't-
sometimes.
Yeah, most of the time because, well, I'm 2-1 against them. Don't let him fool
He's
you.
Sorry.
an old quarterback. You
It's
know?
all right. It's all right. He
No,
is.
but Tyler, who owns both of our teams, he's like the other team, so we always have fun.
Yeah, and for some reason he never puts me and Anthony on the same team.
No,
And I'm like,
I've
what the
told
fuck?
Tyler multiple times. I was gonna take Tyler. I was told Tyler, I was like, hey, can we get Paul for indoor this season? But he's like, Paul's out this season. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
I took the indoor season off.
You go, why's Paul out? You go, he's got a half foam roller behind his back.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. He's hurting.
He's hurting right now. Really, I was out because of Friday nights, but then you know what? It'd probably be funny. I probably wouldn't even be hurt right now if I was playing flag. That's the fucked up
Jesus.
thing.
Wait, why?
Because I'd just be moving around more.
Yeah.
Like I would just
Yeah.
be moving around more rather than like, okay, I'm sitting on my ass at home and then like working out when I work out, but like that just gives me like more physical activity outside of like work itself.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, we're gonna hand some shirts out to people this afternoon at the
Yes,
gym.
Yes, sir.
absolutely.
Have them give you a follow. How just drop any plugs right here before we sign off if you'd
shameless
like to.
plugs.
Shameless
do it
plugs.
all.
PlanetEuphoria.co on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok now, Planet Euphoria. I'm trying to think. Twitter, Planet Euphoria. Everything is Planet Euphoria. Follow me if you want to. I'm not the most fun on social media, but I will post controversial takes all the time. The Wasiyo, follow me. I'm trying to think what else.
PlanetEuphoria.com.
PlanetEuphoria.com.
Go buy some shirts.
Go buy some shirts. Use code football for 25% off right now. Shout out our guys. They've been doing discount codes. So
Hell yeah.
if you I'll tell you this right now because we have people that like know me. Don't DM the page and think I'm going to respond. I don't have somebody. I have somebody that does that. I don't respond to those. So we have people do that. Like
Look at you, good boundaries.
yeah.
Create
So
boundaries.
I don't do that. So
You're a coach. You got to hire the right staff in the right places
Yes.
and make sure that everything runs smoothly.
yeah. So do not DM me because we have people like, hey Anthony, can you design this? And they're like, Anthony doesn't run this page. I was like, yeah, sorry guys. DM me personally if you want something made by me or you want to talk to my team. Talk to them on PlanetEuphoria.co.
Awesome, man.
Thanks, Anthony. This was fantastic.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. We'll do it again at some point. We'll stop by the store and we'll catch everybody next time. Thank you.
Catch you.